Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. For this section, I'm going to show you a project of mine for those that works with ETL process and need to track and manage ETL interfaces. First of all, we have the JobSeeker login screen in which we will let you log into the system and recover your password if needed. Once you have your username and password on hand, just fill it in them. For this section, we have three kinds of users with their respective privileges. The first one I will show you in this demonstration, it's a developer user and it has developer functions in the system, like job build creation, job build management, data visualization, report setup, file management, and set up dynamic inputs and that output file variables and more functions I will show you. We have also our key user. It's a user designed to external user or stakeholders. It means this kind of users, it's for the person who needs to follow up with the ETL process and check how are the interface going and how was the result of each interface and check information about data visualization reports also. So these kind of users, like key users, can access data visualization reports, check about ETL interface transactions, and more functions. And for the last, we have the administrator user, in which we will be the user that will create users, manage group of users, manage user roles, and more functions. So let's go in the first step we have here. So I'm gonna show you the developer users. Don't want to start. So here is our first dashboard login screen. So we have here some information about our jobs. So as you can see here, we have 4 running jobs. We have 60 ready jobs. We have 6 jobs with warning, and we have 460 jobs with error. So that is a summary that you can follow each time you want to know more information about your process. So it's a survey report. We have the start date and the end about the transaction, about the interfaces. So we have briefly information about how were the jobs. Here we can understand in February we have with one interface with error. In March we have 8. We had 8. In April we had no errors. In May we have 353 errors. And now in June we have just 1. So you can check the decrease of the errors. You can follow with these graphs. So below we have the growth x decline in 30 days, and we have in 90 days, and we have in 180 days, 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. We have our statistics here. In this section, we have the recently added jobs. We have a pizza graph here that shows you the total percent of each interface status. We have more information about job execution. We have the job executions, status amount per job. We have information about our data house, data warehouse, and data marts. And you can follow up with more statistic here. So let me show you now our second section. It's the data visualization section. So let's suppose you wanna merge, you wanna you want to get all of your data visualization tools in just one system. Imagine you have ClickView, you have Power BI, and you have Tableau. You want to bring them together, bring up them just inside one system. So for example, I have three dashboards here. The first one, I'm gonna go over the first one here. It refers to um, sellers statistics. So it's a ClickSense dashboard. I embedded it into my system, so we can check information about the brand and how were the sellers, the sell. And for the second one, we have a Power BI dashboard that shows how were the video game sellers, how were the video games across the world. We have in Europe, so it's easily imported to our system here. So we can bring up all the data visualization reports here just in one system. So that's what we have about this. And we have a easily configuration set up here to import the dashboards. So we're gonna we can just have a report name here, a report software type, a list of users that will see the dashboard. We can mark these all if you want to bring it to public. We can filter by users groups. And here we have the field that we insert the URL or the embedded code in order to import the dashboard and reports onto our system. Okay, so let's go on our third step here. We have the transaction monitoring framework. This first page is a query builder. We can filter what we want to see. So let's suppose I want to see all of the interface that were successfully executed from the whole period. So let's select the ready mark. I want to see all the jobs I have, and let's go on search. So here the system found 6 jobs were executed successfully. So here I can follow up with how many records were processed in each interface, ETL interface. So here we have a small error. It's not, can I say, it's not obligated thing to hold the interface. So it means it has found some null value in a non-nullable column. So that's one thing. That's one error we got, but it doesn't hold the interface. And we can select the all to bring up the whole interface were processed. So we have error interface here. So we can reprocess them if needed. So let's go on the show error in order to see what it had. So here it says the network adapter could not establish the connection. And with regards to my database connection was not performed. And that's it. We can get further information about all the interface here. So here we have the ETL, how can I say, ETL process components that will make the process easily. In which we can import file here, so we can upload files into the system. We can set up dynamic emails template. We can set up dynamic variables to be used in our ETL process. We can set up dynamic database settings and smart functions I will show you following by the job management. So let's go on the job management option in order to start from the beginning, creating a job build. So let's select the job creation. So let's give a name to it. It will be my ETL load name. For this example, I'm going to use the talent ETL software. So here I have a ETL process going on to fill a data warehouse called vendas, and I have the general load, and I have the staging load, and I have the dimension loads here. All of them will be registered in our transaction monitoring. So for this example, I just built the ETL job here, going on the job I want and clicking with the right button, mouse button, and build the job. And I got this zip file here. So let's suppose my load will be this, will have this name. Let's go on the job name. So you execute a full load from Windows data warehouse. It's my briefly description. So we can schedule our jobs. And this control panel options, we can schedule job, we can abort job if it's stuck, we can add the timestamp to the console output, we can execute a Windows command or script, we can execute another job, we can enable the email notification if it's failure. So let's go on the schedule job. So we have our trigger action. Let's select the single execution. So here we're gonna set up a minutes and hours. We can select the day. It's a scheduler. It replaces the cron tab from Linux. So let's select the minute 20. We can select more minutes. So if we want 25, 30, at hour of the day, 18. It's gonna be executed soon. Automatically, of course, it's scheduled on day of the month. Let's schedule to only today, so we can, like today is 7, our month is June 6. Okay, that's enough. So we can check this option. It's gonna stop. It's gonna abort the job if something happens. So let's select if has no activity for 180 seconds. It's gonna abort automatically. We can let's select this option to execute a Windows local command. So our execution strategy will be script execution. Let's select our talent, the integration script. We can also select the Windows batch if script if we need to execute some batch file, or you can also select the Python script. So once we have selected this, let's click to import our build ETL job from talent. So let's select here. It's going to be uploaded. We're going to have a confirmation message. We've got this. The file has been successfully uploaded. So we can also run another build if we want after this. It's not going to be my case now, but we can do that. Let's take, for example, this. We have no more jobs to be executed, but if we had, just select it here and select if you want. Okay. So for the second, for the fourth option, let's enable some email notification in case of failure. So we can select many recipients. We also have the editable email notification. We can perform some emails and edit the email template. We can attach our job log, and it's not going to be the option here, but it is possible. Let's build our XML file. So our XML file has been successfully created. Here we can follow up with it. Let's select the confirm dialog message and let's send the job to the server. Okay, so the server has already received it. Here we got the build situation. It has never built. We have the job name, the URL, and it is scheduled in the server. So it's going to be executed automatically at 18 and 20. So let's go on the job visualization, view job option in order to check how it is configured. So let's select the job we just made and select view. So we got information about our job. We got information about the build. We know here when it's going to be scheduled, when it's going to be run. So at our 18 for these minutes on day of the month, on month, this command will be executed in the server. So it has unzipped the file and found the talent bot. In my case, I'm running it in a Windows server in my computer. So the abort timeouts. So email recipients in case of failure. We don't have a customized template of mail, and we hadn't built. So for now we can have a look on job build list. Let's click on load data. So we're going to have our briefly description. So like I scheduled the job on 1820, it has automatically started and it's running, it's processing the interface. If I want to check the last console build output, just click on check. Of course, it's running yet, but we have our console here. So we got the email, the failure email. We got the message here. I didn't update the page. It has a automatic refresh. We can trigger the job again if we want to. And here we can check the build. We got many errors here. That's why my database connection is not being performed. My database is not on my network anymore. We have a description here. Okay, we can also get a full list of this job. Of course, we just have one run of it, but we could have many of this. And we can check the log here, console server log. Okay. We can also trigger the job manually if we want to. Just click in here and pressing the play button. It's processing the interface. So it's gonna take a time to be executed. I'm gonna jump on this part. Oh, let me show you. We can send a stop request to the server. Let's click here. And we got this job aborted in real time. So it has not executed anymore. It has stopped, aborted by my user. That's a good option also. So we have many other options. We can delete our job in our repository. Just click in here and send in delete option. It's gonna also delete our talent job build. That's not my case now. So we have our file manager. We can have uh, information about our files. We can manage them. We can find them. We can figure out what's going on the server file system. Here is the job I created. So the server will execute the bat file in case of Windows. We have also a database manager here. If you want to have a look on our database, you can select the version. And for this part of ETL helpers, we have a file upload. We can select a file in order to upload uh, a file to our ETL component. For example, just go on and select a Excel spreadsheet. It's gonna upload a file to our ETL input. We have input and output dynamic components and generic settings. Here we can, for example, set up an API parameters like value like URL, username, password, and the method it's going to use. We can set up emails, customized emails template. For example, we can make something like this. Just go on the add new setting. And we are going to have a text editor here. You can select the color, select the message, and set up it to our job build. And we have many other functions I will show you during this time. I won't show it configuration we have here because it's going to take too much time. But I hope you enjoyed my video. Please, if you have any questions or if you are interested to test and evaluate this system, get in touch with me. I'm going to put my email address on this video. Please have a look, and I will be here to help if needed. Thank you. Have a good time. Um, I'm looking forward to hear back from you guys. Thank you.